Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Beck Treks Australia. I'm here in the Onkaparinga River National Park and I'm just doing the Onkaparinga Gorge trek at the moment. I thought I'd actually review my Zpacks Arc Hole. I thought now would actually be a good time because I had a solid day's hike bushwhacking. And I got snagged on so many trees and sticks and thorns. It's ridiculous. I thought I'd actually snagged and just would have ripped my whole bag to pieces. And I thought, oh, my Plexamid that was sitting on top of my bag, I thought that would be ripped to shreds too because it just got snagged so much. I started off being careful. In the end, I just got sick of it. Like after most of the day of bushwhacking. Yeah, I just plowed through it. If I got snagged, I just kept walking until the snag would actually break or fall off or rip the bag. But I'm actually pleased to report that there are no holes. There's no dramas at all actually. I've got these extra bags you can buy straight from Zpacks on the side, and this is what was mostly getting snagged. So if I didn't take them, probably wouldn't have been a problem. But looking at them, and how many times they got snagged, there's not a single rip or tear or show signs of wear and tear. Same for the other side. So I'm actually really impressed. I actually thought for some reason this front mesh bit would be problematic and would probably break first. But you know, that doesn't snag. It's the side bits that do snag and they're not broken. So that was a good solid, you know, maybe 3-4 hours of 3 hours of bushwhacking and getting snagged here and there. So not a massive test, but there were a lot of snags. Like I seriously expected something to be broken. Again, the tent, that's not broken at all. Like the tent casing, I guess, protected it pretty well. I can see there's a little bit of a scratch or a scuff on it, but you know, that's as it has to be expected because it was kind of not really caring too much at the end there. So yeah, I'm overall impressed with that. So durability wise, yeah, this is a good pack. If it was the Arc Blast, not too sure because I know the fabric is not as strong. This is the Grid Stop fabric, which is like a rip stop fabric. You know, if you get a tear or something in it, it shouldn't continue to tear. You should be able to patch it and you'll be fine. So I've not had any malfunctions like that anyway. I haven't had any malfunction at all. I think it's a great pack. The capacity inside is perfect for how I hike. I'll show you what gear I hike with, or you probably find them on older videos. My gear is all pretty much consistent. Like I change the odd thing out here and there. Yeah, so it's a 62 litre capacity bag. However, majority of that is actually from this mesh on the outside and these side pockets. So in the side pockets you can fit 2 1-litre bottles next to each other quite comfortably. I usually carry one on each side and then put you know, other various tall items next to them, like an umbrella or my tripod that I've got, or when I pack this lovely couch thing up that sits on the side, an umbrella, whatever. So yes, they're very spacious. You can fit a lot of things in them. Yeah, and it's good you can fit tall items as they sort of slide in behind these pockets here. There's also more mesh strapping. You can strap that down, and yeah, that's good. This is huge. I can fit, usually I just keep my toiletries on the outside here for quick access, and I also keep my water shoes yeah, in this outer section just so I don't get everything dirty. On the inner section, just the usual, like my sleeping bag and sleeping mats, clothing, things like that. Food, stuff that needs to stay dry. So yeah, I have no complaints. I really love this pack, and if I was to get a new pack, I'd probably get the Blast just to I guess limit me further in how much stuff I put in this. Means I'll take less stuff with me and get a lower pack weight. You know, coming out here today, my pack weight was about 11.5 kilos, and that included 3.2 litres of water and 3 days worth of food. So I don't know what the base weight is, unfortunately. I'll have to calculate that later, and hopefully I'll be able to put it here for you. So yeah, that's that was how much it weighed just for this short trip. I have added the lumbar support. I honestly haven't hiked without it, so I don't know if it's really making a difference or anything. But look, I'm having no discomfort problems, and you know, it doesn't weigh a whole lot. I'm just, you know, just going to leave it on there. I don't have the shoulder straps. You know, there's not a lot of weight in your shoulders if you have your hip belt adjusted appropriately or properly. I've added these drink bottle holders on here today. This is the first hike using them, and already both of them pretty much fallen off at about the same time. I was getting a little frustrated and tried to rip the bottle out of one bit too harshly, and it just ripped the Velcro that's keeping it together. Like, it ripped it open. And the other one, the little black cap at the bottom, actually fell off, and then it just like it fell out. So the cap stops it from like sliding upwards, I guess. Thankfully I was able to find the cap and I was able to put it back together. So I haven't had a problem since. I've, you know, only just started using these. I'm just trying to get the sort of the knack and that sorted out. So, you know, other than that, I'm loving them because I can't usually, actually that is the one complaint I have. I can't reach behind and get the bottles out of my bag. I have to get someone else to, otherwise I'll have to stop, take my bag off to have a drink. So I'm loving these things at the moment. I'm drinking more regularly, and that is just so essential, especially when it's a lot warmer out like today. So yeah, got the side pouches. They're perfect for keeping rain gear in or quick access items, maybe some snacks. I got like a first aid kit, a snake bite kit in here at the moment, that sort of thing. Otherwise, look, I don't need these side pockets, but it's purely just to add external quick access space. This stuff could easily fit in my pack, but you know, if a snake bites me, I don't really want to open my pack up and fart around with that. So yeah, I guess the whole the system around the arc is having the frame, you know, bent like an arc, so you can have your back against a mesh material here, and then still have a bit of air gap between your pack and that mesh material. The idea of that is just so your back doesn't get so sweaty. Look, mine is absolutely saturated, so I don't know if that's something that can actually be prevented in any design, but it looks good. I mean, like, it looks like it would be better than having just a regular pack right up against my back. So look, I think that's absolutely great. But I honestly, like, my back is still saturated, you know. So no, it's a good design. I got the V strap on the top. That is an extra you can get as opposed to just the single strap that goes over, and I find that's really good for strapping down my plexamid on the top or my triplex. I think it's good to keep your tent on the outside of your pack, because generally you pack it up in the morning, it's going to have water on it, either from condensation on the inside or dew on the outside or from rain or whatever. So I like to attach it to the outside just to keep you know, the dirt outside my pack, not put it inside. So yeah, I don't have much more to say. It's perfect. When I did buy this, I bought the medium size torso one. I actually had to return it and get the small, even though my back measurements were within what they recommended to me as a medium. It was just still too long, so I went down a size to a small, and that's exactly the same with my partner. He ordered a large and he actually had to go down to a medium, and he's a tall guy. He's 192 centimeters tall. I'm 172 centimeters tall, so you know, make sure you double check those measurements, and if you're close, I guess, between small and a large or a large and a medium, go the smaller size, because otherwise this sits too low. It sort of sits almost on your bum or your tailbone, and that gets uncomfortable real quick. So I send them straight back, and yeah, but other than that, like, you obviously can't adjust it. You have to get the right size pack for you. As opposed to some other packs you can buy, you know, they come with adjustable, I guess, torso length slides, but yeah, this one doesn't, and I guess that's how they save a lot of weight. It's not by having that flexibility, but heck, you buy a pack that's measured up to you, and you know, you don't need all that stuff unless you're a growing person. You know, it's good for an adult. Yeah, other than that, I added the pouches to the fins here. You know, I keep my electronics in one, snacks and first aid, knife, and in the other. I keep my headlamp in there also, sunglasses, you know, any stuff that I use during the day that I want to take out, put away without taking my pack off. So yeah, I think those little extra accessories are certainly worth it. I know you get a pack like this to keep your weight down and not carry as much, but look, I find these accessories just make things a little bit more accessible, a little bit easier and more convenient to get to your items. So don't think that you add them, you know, you can load in more stuff in them. Don't do that, because this pack doesn't like to take too much loads. I mean, like 15 kilos is probably pushing it. You wouldn't want to go any higher than that. So, you know, 15 kilos, you're doing well. You know, I would like to keep it around the 10 kilo mark. But yeah, 15 kilos max. I think the Z-Packs website recommends it can go up to like 17 or 18 kilos ish. That's old stats, so that, I might be wrong, but yeah, so you can take a reasonable load, but it's not comfortable. You can feel the pressure on your shoulders, where maybe the shoulder cushions would be useful if you're carrying that much, but this is not the kind of pack to be hauling around that kind of weight. So, you know, if you need to carry that much weight, you obviously must be carrying a lot of water or a lot of food or a lot of maybe winter equipment. If that's the case, you probably need to look at a more heavy duty pack that weighs more in and has all that extra cushioning and support for heavier loads. So yeah, I think that's everything. Awesome pack. And it's stood up to Australian conditions, environments, bushwhacking. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's got a high price tag if you're going to buy it from Australia and get it shipped over, but I think it's worth every cent. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. If you liked it, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate that, and it gives me an idea of what you guys do and don't like. Yeah, see you around for my next video. Thanks.